Welcome to part 2. This is where we actually build the contraption, and I'm going to hand things off to Mr. Hanky. Take it away.
Okay, so we have our pad laid out. It's a 15 wide by 20 long pad. And these are the items you're going to need to build it. You're going to need your building blocks. I've got 4 different colors here for circuitry and 1 for where we're going to place the beds. Buttons, observers, redstone torches, powered rail, regular rail, redstone blocks, redstone lamps, repeaters, comparators, slabs to hold the villagers in place, beds, sticky pistons, a job block, mine carts, and villagers. Let's get started with the red circuit first. Alright, so we're going to build the red circuit first. Dan, you're going to need this red block here,
Okay.
redstone dust,
Got it.
sticky pistons.
Ooh,
I know, exotic, right?
it's all gooey.
Yep. Redstone torches,
Okay.
and a repeater.
And a repeater.
We're going to go down here to this center. We're going to count out 1, 2, and on the third block, we'll place the red block. And we'll go out 2, up 1, and then up 1 more. And then we will knock out these bottom pieces to get this L-shaped angle piece. I'm going to put
Like these?
exactly like that.
All right.
We're going to put a redstone torch on the back side here, underneath this red block.
Got
And
it.
then on the front, we'll put a repeater here and redstone dust behind
Okay.
that. And then we'll just connect
Ooh.
the two.
All right.
Next, above this red block here, we'll have to put a sticky piston, then another red block, and then another sticky piston.
And now we have a glorious piston tower.
What do you say we jump cut and get the rest of these in here?
Ooh. Can I do the jumping?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put it in. And jump. Yay, jump cut.
Yay!
Now what do we get to do?
Now we get to do the yellow circuit. For that, you're going to need the yellow block, buttons,
Little yellow, little button. All right.
redstone repeaters, sticky pistons,
Redstone repeaters. That's gooey.
block of redstone, and don't forget the dust.
Dust. Cool.
Coming off the head of these pistons here, we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one, we're going to go up 1, down 1, and break out the center, so you get this crab claw look. And you'll do the same on this side, and it'll just meet up right in the middle. Then you're going to put
Cool.
repeaters facing into this block, set to 1 tick delay, and then repeaters facing into the red block at 4 ticks delay. And you'll join the two with the redstone dust, and put dust down in the center line, which is actually going to run all the way back, just like the red line, to the end here. And we'll cover this with dust. Yep, just like that. And then above
Nice.
this piece of redstone here, put a block and a button. And do the same on this one. Block, button. So let me see if I can work up a good snap here, and we'll get this in place.
Oh, that is magical. How'd you do this?
Power the snaps.
Oh man, I want to try. What else do we need? More redstone? I got this.
Guys, I need healing. That Rathalos is coming in.
Oh, you guys aren't redstone.
Yes.
Where'd you come from?
Your Majesty.
Hi.
I was hunting.
What were you hunting?
Rathalos, dragon.
Oh, well, welcome to the redstone build. You guys are supposed to be redstone dust. Could you turn into redstone dust?
I can try.
All right, here we go. Okay, that didn't work. Hanky!
Yeah.
Okay, the finger thing. Can you do the finger
Yeah.
thing? I broke
Yeah,
it.
here we go.
Cool.
Okay, so now that we've got past Stan snapping his fingers and breaking the whole dang machine,
I'm still calling it a win.
that's fair. You're probably wondering how these two are supposed to talk to each other.
I wasn't.
No, well, I'm gonna make you wonder, Dan, because they right
Okay,
now they
I wonder.
don't talk to each other. But if you come underneath
Ugh.
and about midway here,
About midway?
exactly midway, it
So
doesn't
just any
matter.
of these
Anywhere,
blocks?
anywhere on
exactly.
the yellow
Okay.
line, it'll work because of the.
Oh.
This is only 16 blocks long, so it'll
Oh,
all
I
get
see what you're
powered
saying.
off
The
of one
top
block.
line communicating to the bottom
Yep.
line.
Because what we want to happen
Ah.
is when you press the button, we want all the other pistons to pull their blocks out so that it locks the system. So
Aha.
all we have to do is add a redstone block on each of these pistons here, and when we press the button, it'll pull all those
Oh.
other blocks out, except for the one you push.
Oh, that's cool. All right, what's next?
Next, we're going to do the pulse extender. For that, we're going to need the blue block. We're going to need a piston, redstone block, the repeater, comparators, and dust. Now for the blue circuit, you're going to make a horseshoe shape like this. Come out 3 across and connect the 2. Repeaters in both there.
Oh,
and
look at
there.
the horse.
Nay. And connect it with dust.
Nay.
Up here off this yellow line, you're going to
Alright.
put a block and a repeater. That's going to feed into this block. And you'll build a redstone, or a pulse extender. So put a comparator here and here. That's backwards. Here and here, facing that direction. Redstone across here and redstone there.
So why do we need a pulse extender or whatever you called it?
Well, what's going to happen is if you notice how whenever you hit the button, the red pistons don't stay down long enough. When the villagers reset to their job block, it takes a second, so you have to give a little bit of delay in the system. To do that, we'll take out this block here, put a sticky piston in with a redstone block, just like that. So that way when you hit the button...
thus a pulse extender.
Mhm. That way when you hit the button... Why didn't that work? When you hit the button... There we go. They'll stay down just a little bit longer than they were before. I forgot the dust.
It was so genuine. Why didn't that work?
Why didn't that work? Hit the button. When you hit the button, it'll hold
Alright.
that piston down, which activates the red line, causing it to stay down for just a little bit longer than it was before, giving the villagers enough time to reset to their job block before you can press another button. So if you see here, since they're all still down, I can't activate and move this piston until the machine completely resets, and then you can go on to another one. And this works from both sides with the exact same timing. Okay, so update on the pulse extender here. I had these backwards on the left side. You want it to face into the block where the piston is, and on the other side away from. Cool. Now that we have that put in, we're gonna
We can put in the villagers.
put in the villagers. But before we do that, we're gonna need some beds. We actually need to.
We can't put in the
We
villagers.
actually need to get rid of
Okay.
this guy here. So avert your eyes, everybody. He doesn't exist, and we're gonna take away this
I
job
won't.
block so that nothing gets confused and messed up.
Why is that?
Because villagers are dumb.
Okay.
So in between each one of these here, you're going to put your building block, and this is where we're going to put our beds. just like this. Fill this in. Yep. And then boop, 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 boop. Do the same to the other side, but with a different sound effect.
Do I
this
have to
time.
do the boop sound? I'm gonna do the boop sound. All right.
All right, so that's what our villagers are going to lock onto for their beds, and then their floor. It's going to be like this. And we're going to need half slabs to lock them in place. So every other one like this on the in-betweens. And then one in the front. And to make it the perfect villager height, you put 2 blocks in, and then a half slab, and knock those blocks out. Alright, so now we have all the cells built.
What just happened?
What are you doing, Dan? Good God. Here, can I
I was
change your
building this
trades?
and it just appeared.
I can't trade with you. You must be a nitwit.
Ugh, just killed me.
I can't.
Okay, I'll just back out. All right, so what's next?
Alright, so next we're going to have to get our villagers into each one of these cells. So to do that, we're going to take a minecart and the regular track. Now in survival, what you'll have to do is build your track into each one of these holes. So you'll take the button out, this piece, build your track into this hole. Then you'll take your job block, which I apparently deleted this one down here for some reason. We're going to have to get rid of this bed too. Put your job block on the back. You'll do it one at a time. Put your minecart in place with a villager in it. For time's sake, I'm just going to skip that part. Put this in and put our villager egg in there. So he should link up and become a librarian. And as soon as he does, the first thing you're going to want to do is grab some paper and trade with him so that he locks and stays as a librarian. And you only have to trade one time. And you repeat this process for each cell, up to 8 on each wall, and then change job blocks for the other side. Okay, so now that we have all of the villagers in place, this is a fully functioning village trading farm. The only thing left to do would be to add your flooring, and you can put that right across here just like this. It doesn't have to be half slabs, it can be whole blocks, any block you want it to be. You just cover it up like so.
Great, but what if I want to like lock one of these librarians so that like if they have good books that I want, and I don't want it to be traded anymore?
Glad you asked. We can put that in right now. So what you'll need is you'll need the redstone lamps, sticky pistons, a lever, powered rail, and an observer block. You'll need multiple observers. So you'll put the redstone lamp above the block like this, with the lever on this side. Then on the back side you'll do 2 observers, and then something just to fill in space for a second to hold that. Then 1, 2, 3 observers this way. And then you'll come out and put a sticky piston here. Break this. Put the powered rail in like that. So that way, when you flip the lever, it sucks that block out so that this piston can't be moved at all. So when you hit the button, the system can't do anything but run through its cycle. Then it'll reset and you'll be good to go again. If you want to put it back in place, flip the switch, it'll go back, and then you can run them again.
Great. Is there a way that we can put in a detector so that it tells us when we're ready to push a different button?
Absolutely. So all you have to do is put your lights in here. You do this across like this. And then coming off of the pulse extender here, this is the tricky part. We're going to grab, clean our inventory out, we're going to grab the green block for our lights, a repeater, a redstone torch, and some half slabs. So coming off of this in both directions, put a repeater here and here, so that we can grab our signal. Put a block up and a torch on both sides. So that flips our signal there. So that way our lights are on when our system is fully reset. And we're basically just going to put a slab tower going up. Take out this block, this block, this block, this block. And put your half slabs on the undersides, so they're top halves. Like that. Take these back out. You grab your redstone dust and just fill this in. And across the top here, we're just going to run our line down so that all our lights get lit up off of this one line. Put a repeater. I got this backwards. That's alright. We'll fix this. So we need our repeater here.
Okay.
And we'll put our half slab in here, so that's going to be our top one. And then just reverse build this down. Like that. Got one more here, and then fill this in. There we go. And that'll get our lights lit up. We'll do the same on this other side here. The distance is going to be a little different. So our lights are going to come in from there, there, there. Put our green line back across this so we can get our height set. And we'll need a repeater here. We'll build our tower so that we can set our slabs in place. And this is going to be our top slab. And we'll work our way back down from here, just like we did before. So this way we get the right setting for our slab tower. Come across this, then we'll place our dust. And your light system is in place. And you just copy this for both sides, and there you have it.
Oh, can you do one of those magical snap things again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, beautiful. So, let's give it a test run. Basically, we have on this side librarians, and then on this side we have, what are these, smithies?
Smithies, yep.
So, if we want to trade with one, we can go to this librarian here and trade all the paper out
Yep, he's empty.
until it's X, and then we can just hit this button. It's going to slide that up. All the lights go out, saying none of the other buttons are active, and now you should be able to trade with him yet again, and he's the same.
Not a paper, but yeah. There we go.
But you can still trade them, so you can get unlimited amounts as long as you have the product. So same thing if you go over to these guys. here. And with this system, they will not switch job blocks. You'll be able to keep the same one. You don't have to chase them down. You just hit the button, it resets them, and you can trade as much as you want. And now, if you do want to lock them into place, like you were saying earlier, you can just flip that switch, and then you can't trade. You can't activate the button anymore. You'd still have to wait a day to trade with a person, but they'd have the books that you want. So if you have any questions or any mods or anything like that to this to make it more efficient, we're always open to suggestions. Go ahead and throw that in the comments right down below. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.